Tyler, you're feeling like
Sorry, mate.
So we're back again. This is the Bearded Nonsense Show, and it's been 2 weeks since we last were chatting. It looks like Tyler might be a bit ill today, though.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself.
I'm Tyler, and I'm currently a little bit under the weather.
Oh, good. And you are?
I am Jacob Lamoody.
Jacob Lamoody.
I
It
like
was
that.
Jafar last time.
Isn't it?
Lamoody.
Yeah.
You put your whole name out there now.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
The whole...
You're gonna get a Google search, Wikipedia, and everything.
Lamoody. Okay, so it's been 2 weeks. What have you been up to then, Ty?
I went to 2 weeks ago. I went to a festival in Bristol, a music festival. It was good fun. I had very bad shin splints for 3 days after, but you know it was an amazing experience. I went to watch the new Lilo and Stitch.
The what?
New Lilo and Stitch,
What's
the Walt Disney live-action recreation of the cartoon about the alien experiment that
Cool.
you know kind of becomes a part
Yeah,
of a family. I almost cried because it was quite emotional.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jake, Jafar, Jaludi, Muludu, whatever his name is.
you were 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
2 weeks ago. Is that what you were looking to see?
No, it wasn't.
Forgotten.
Check up on my timeline. What have I been doing?
Yeah.
I
be brief,
have-
'cause this is
Yes,
supposed
there's
to be
a lot.
entertaining.
I've done a lot
right.
of stuff.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you-
Pressure wash front lawn, not the lawn.
You've pressure washed the lawn. Shredded it.
The drive.
Right.
Pressure wash the drive. Put a new light out the front.
Brilliant.
Put another light out the front.
Okay, this isn't that entertaining, but well done. Let's move on.
There was more.
Oh, go on quickly.
Oh, forget it.
No. You will forget it. So that's basically what we've been up to. So as you can imagine, we've been quite busy.
Yeah.
You drinking coffee out of a KFC Pepsi cup?
No, it's Pepsi out.
Oh,
Pepsi.
that's what it was.
I'm shocked.
Why? You
'Cause
got
you-
it, mate.
Yeah, but you never drink, like, normally you're a tea guy. I never really see you drink, like, soft drinks or, like, carbonated drinks or, like...
Yeah, I needed a bit of a pick-me-up.
Pick me up. So now we're on episode 3. This means that we are now in the realms of something that could continue. Tyler, again, your beard seems to be shorter. You did mention it was going to be shorter
Yes,
last time.
I did. I needed to get it trimmed because I felt like a homeless person. I saw somebody and my missus thought they looked exactly like me on the street, so it had to change.
My beard's getting long as well, actually. And Jake's isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
trim.
okay. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and
Okay.
I need honest answers.
Yep.
What would you do if you woke up tomorrow and everyone had forgotten who you were, including your family?
Ooh, what would I do if I woke up tomorrow
Brilliant.
and everybody
Just
forgot
you
me?
start. Off
I-
I go into the world.
Really? That's mean.
Brilliant.
To be fair, I was along the same lines. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, if I woke up tomorrow and nobody knew who I was, I would go and create a brand new, fantastic life.
Fair play. Okay, that was answered very easily then. Okay, what would you do if you had £10 million now, but you could only spend it in 24 hours?
Wow.
24 hours, starting from now. 10 million quid. Boom, go.
10 million quid.
Spend it.
Yeah, you.
It's got to be spent.
Well, yeah, you can spend 9 of it, but you've got 10 million.
10 million to spend in 24 hours.
24 hours.
Hookers and cocaine.
Hookers and cocaine. Wow. Jake.
I'd spend it on loads of property.
Yeah, I was just buy one house that's 10 million quid.
Yeah, and then
Be easy.
I've got it
Oh, that's
secured
good.
there.
Yeah, but Tyler's knackered. He's up to his nuts and guts, and flipping his nose is falling off.
He's got nothing left.
He's got nothing left. Yeah, what an idiot.
Fact.
Yeah. Fucking hell. What would you rather have? Spaghetti for hair or waffles for hands?
Ooh. I'd go waffles for hands.
Really?
Why?
Because I don't like spaghetti.
Yeah, but at least your hair doesn't do anything. Your hands do things.
Yeah, they're really
So
useful.
literally your hands, the first bit of gravy or water that goes on them, they're going to just
Yeah,
disintegrate.
but if I get hungry, I've always got a snack.
Hang on, have you turned into me last time? I've
Maybe.
turned into
Yeah.
you.
Maybe.
Or I've just developed some brain
Okay,
cells.
right, okay. Let's
Okay.
just change this because obviously that's not good. What would you choose to fight? A 1 horse-sized duck
Ooh.
or 100 duck-sized horses?
That's a very good question. I would fight a horse-sized duck.
You would fight a horse-sized duck. That's enormously powerful duck.
Yep.
Jake?
I'd go for the little ones.
100 of them.
Yeah,
Could
but
you
they're
imagine?
easy because it'd be quick, wouldn't it? If you had one big fucker coming at you, he'd probably knock you out or kill you.
That's true.
Whereas you've got the little ones, you can give them a kick, and you
It's
just
true.
kick 100 times. Or
Yeah, because they're duck size. I think if 100
Yeah.
ducks attacked me, I'd probably give it a good go.
it's more
It would be
manageable.
terrifying, but
yeah,
Yeah, but they're horses.
yeah, but they're horses. Yeah.
Could you imagine how, like, can they run horses' speed?
Yeah, but they'd be smaller, so the scale of that would be smaller. Whereas a giant duck that's the size of a horse.
Yeah, but
Pecking
you've
your
seen
face.
you've seen like the Marshmallow Man of Ghostbusters and shit. Like they move slow when they're bigger, so I could just bob and weave in between, get up on its
Alright.
back, give it a ride.
This one's interesting.
Mm.
What would you rather be trapped in? A horror film or a romantic comedy and you can never leave it?
Romantic comedy,
Why?
because I get giggles and I've got to have sex somewhere.
But you could be the virgin one in it that never gets laid. You're trapped in it.
yeah. It depends how many caveats are on this
that-
scenario.
Right, but in the scenario of the horror film, if I stay in the horror film, am I one of the victims or am?
Who knows? Some horror films you survive, don't you? I guess it's your story in a way.
Yeah, I definitely got the rom-com. I like laughing and I like sex.
Jake?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd rather if I had the choice, I'd be in a horror.
Yeah.
Because then, I could be the chainsaw wielding.
Just to go around killing people.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know, I get that feeling. You just want to sometimes, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Not that says much about me as a person.
No, but people are fucking annoying.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if that was allowed, definitely.
Okay. If aliens landed on Earth and they demanded one of you as Earth's representative out of you two, who would you nominate?
Jake.
Why?
He speaks the closest to their language.
What would you say to them?
Me more me, me.
Maybe I'd do the Klingon signs. No, what is it? Not Klingon. The Spock one.
Oh, that's where they do the hand signal.
Oh,
Live long and
yeah.
prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Klingon is where they speak funny, isn't it?
I tried both.
Yeah, but they're not real. They're fictional.
Yeah, but you don't know. They
Okay.
might be.
So the Klingon,
What do you mean
Words.
they're fictional?
well, Klingon and
I know,
Vulcans are
yeah.
fictional, aren't they?
They are fictional, as far as we know.
That's true.
Oh.
But so are aliens, to a point.
Yeah. Okay. What would you do if you found out your life was secretly a reality show?
Oh, I would play up in all sorts of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get them views through the roof if I found out my life was a reality show.
Well, yeah, 'cause you'd spend 10 million quid on hookers and cocaine.
Imagine how good entertainment that would be.
Jake, you're live on TV. It's a reality show.
I feel pretty hard done by.
Pretty exposed. I would hate that.
Yeah.
You'd feel like the Truman Show. You'd be
Oh,
exposed.
Yeah,
Truman
you would.
Show. Yeah.
Mm.
Knowing, but the thing is, it says you found out, so that means you know that it was a reality show, and it was secret for all your life. So every time you were alone in bedroom, it was being live streamed.
Well, for me,
True. Didn't your nan catch you? Come on, we got to tell them. No, ish.
Oh, well, she's getting on now. So
She ain't going to listen to this, mate.
yeah.
Didn't you have a nice friendly time on your own in your bedroom with your earphones on, and then when you woke up, there was like tea and cakes
Well, I
or
wasn't
something?
asleep when I was doing it. hadn't I?
But she'd obviously come in.
I had my eyes closed. Yeah, and when I looked to the left, there was some tea and
A hot
biscuits.
cup of tea and biscuits. So, what goes through her thoughts? Like, oh, that's my boy.
What more could you want? You get to bust a nut and you get cookies and tea.
And your grandma's watched. How long do you think she watched for?
Wow, it didn't take me that
Or do you
long,
think she just
so-
went in and dropped them, didn't even notice? Or do you think she was like,
Well, I don't know if I'd want to analyse it too much, but
you should?
moving on.
Okay, moving on. Out of all of your grands, no, okay.
No.
If you would you rather never be able to lie ever again, or never be able to tell the truth?
Oh.
Never be able to lie, I think.
So you'd always tell the truth.
Yeah.
So,
I
so
agree.
when your girlfriend's like, "Did you just look at that woman?"
Oh, yeah. Well, I do that now anyway,
Oh, do you?
so I don't care.
Oh dear, this is public. Never mind.
But if she'd asked me, I would just say yeah.
Yeah.
but only for the fact. Well, she looks at.
I've just made you this wonderful dinner, Jake. It's really delicious. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, but I've been quite brutal.
No,
with that as well.
yeah, but this is our anniversary, so we'll play this. Hi, Jake.
But that's the
This
thing.
is our anniversary dinner. I've spent 18 hours preparing
Yeah,
this meal.
I know.
I know you don't like roasted pheasant,
Yeah.
but I've made it for you anyway. What do you think?
Yeah, but this is probably what you don't know about me, is that I am quite brutally honest.
Okay, so there you go. What do you think after eating it all and like choking, looking like you didn't enjoy it? Did you actually enjoy it?
I tell her, a rounded view of what.
No. It's you cannot lie or you cannot.
Well, it's either yes or no.
Yeah.
No, shit. But the thing is, Cara made.
No, don't yet. I've told the world who she is.
Oh, shit. Never mind. But she'll probably listen back and she'll be like laughing and giggling away because she'll be like, it's actually true. He does this.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow.
Tyler, I've made you a wonderful dinner. Does your wife sound like that?
No.
No, okay. Hello, Tyler.
That's more like it.
I have made you a nice dinner. Now you have eaten dinner. Is it nice?
No.
It's not, so you choose to lie.
No, I've just.
You choose to tell the truth.
Yeah, I choose to tell the truth. Honesty is the best policy.
Okay. Now choose, lastly, a useless superpower you actually want.
Ooh.
But it has to be useless.
Wouldn't be like my stepson's, would it?
What?
My stepson's superpower.
What's your stepson's superpower?
Is that autism?
See inside people's pants with extra.
What? He can see inside people's
Well, no, he can't, can he? Because he's 10. And no, he's not
10, he's 16.
in my head, he's 10. But,
That's
yeah.
even worse. God.
But yeah.
In your head, he's 10
Well,
and he sees in people's
We
pants.
asked him once the exact same question.
Yeah.
He never forgot it, and that's what
Okay.
he wanted to do.
So he wants to see X-ray,
Inside people's pants.
That's useless.
men
But,
or women.
He never specified.
but he did have a...
I think it was both
Okay.
ways.
Pointless
pointless
superpower.
superpower. So that's a pointless one.
That is quite pointless.
Unless you are... I suppose if you're working for a counter-terrorism unit and someone's smuggling guns or knives, that would be quite useful.
That would be quite
Niche
useful.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
niche.
it's very.
Probably end up loaded.
Oh, that's quite. Superpowers are not useless.
See,
But-
mine would be like... I'd have an unlimited supply of eggs that I could throw at you.
I like that. That's good.
It's stupid, but it's a superpower.
What about everything I touch duplicates?
Well, that's a cool superpower, man.
Yeah, but what if I touch a radiator? I ain't gonna need 2 radiators,
That's
am
true. And you fall on it and you keep falling. You like 4, 8, 16.
Oh,
You could do
man.
that. That means at night you'd roll over and you cuddle your missus. In the morning, you'll be 5 million of your missus, and you can never get rid of it.
Whoa. Imagine.
5 million.
I'd have to touch my penis a lot, and then I'd.
But why? That would be weird.
Because then I'd have 5 million penises for 5 million of my girlfriend.
Can I just... I zoned out for a minute then. Can you just repeat what your power
Anything
was?
I touch, I duplicate.
You duplicate. That's pretty cool. I can see why.
But you both wake up with duplicate women of the same woman.
Can we dispose of the one that we don't like?
That's murder. Against the
Yeah,
law.
but if that had happened to me in the past when I was younger, I'd be suffocated.
What was her name again? Surname
let's
was
not
like...
do names.
Said no names.
There's no names.
Didn't she have like a
X.
name that...
Let's not do
No,
this.
I'm not going to. But didn't she have a name that was sort of a circumference of something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Relative
To the size.
condition.
Conditions.
The condition.
Oh. That sounds like a... Yeah, imagine that. That would duplicate and duplicate and duplicate. Before long, the whole
How many
world.
times does it duplicate? Is
Twice
it,
each time. So if it's 2, there's 4, there's 6,
Yeah.
8, and 16.
Wow.
By the next day,
This
the
scenario
world would
doesn't-
go out of orbit. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was a pointless
You
conversation.
never asked me.
Well, no, well, go on then, quickly.
Well,
We've got to wrap it up
if
now.
I could tune into like being any bird, just tune in and I can see through their eyes, as in like ones that fly,
Okay, yeah,
That's cool.
see through their eyes, because I could like spy on people.
it's true.
And if I didn't like them, I could have a shit on them.
That would be good.
That's great.
If it was random, though, suddenly you could be looking through the eyes of some random bird that's flying from like Antarctica to Africa. You just-
That'd be a long time.
You'd have like 22 days of just seeing beautiful wilderness. Might as well just put YouTube on and just look at that.
Yeah.
That's a pointless power. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously it might be great at the time.
Food for thought, isn't it?
Yeah, because how often do all the people that you want to spy on happen to have a bird just sat there looking at them at exactly that moment?
This is true.
It's a pointless power.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yours?
Mine,
Yeah.
I've already said, didn't I, about the eggs, which now I think is ridiculous, considering your two are actually much better. But
I'd like to have unlimited eggs I could throw at people.
yeah,
That would be great fun.
well, that way I'm not actually hurting them, even though I
No.
want to.
But only one day of the year you actually get to have fun, and that's on Halloween.
Yeah, it's true. And I'll always have eggs to eat.
That's true.
That's a good point. Unlimited protein.
You just turn into an egg.
I was close to turning into an egg, as per one of your previous conquests. Anyway, and on that note, I'm Alex saying goodbye, and an ill
Tyler saying goodbye.
and a
Cheerio.
cheerio.
Get back in the bowl.
Jake.
What?
Jacob.
No.
Jacob Moody saying...
No, you've said the whole name again.
Ah,
Saying goodbye.
bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye then. Fuck's sake. Absolute nonsense.